what's happening in the future. We have a lot of those conversations, right?
Yes.
And we don't usually share them with anyone because you're always going to get called out, right? You're going to be called like the R word, or you're going to get flagged by the, you know, the algas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you say the V, or you know, these sacred words, or the freedom poppers. If you say the G word, you're going to get in big trouble. So
Yeah.
you know, so much for our freedom, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So this is what we've been talking about this morning. It's what we've been watching this morning. We try not to watch stuff, don't we? Like,
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff on the thing. But what about the stuff we've been seeing lately about the face nappies?
Yes, we've been seeing that people are attacking other people for not wearing it. We're not talking about police.
Yeah,
We're just talking about everyday normal people.
See something, say something, sort of garbage. Like
Exactly, dobbing a maid.
Yeah, exactly, dobbing a maid. Once upon a time, it was our who we were as Aussies. I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world,
No.
but it's like Aussies. It's like you would die before you dob someone in.
Before you talk to the cops.
Yeah, before you talk to cops. Like, it's just
Australian.
you know. Even if that person is, you know, standing behind the cop, putting their fingers up to you, going, "Yeah, I fucking, you know, I rooted your missus, mate," you know, and then I stole your dog. You still wouldn't dob him into stealing your dog.
No.
You just wouldn't. It's just un-Australian.
It doesn't matter even if you had been hit by a car and you were crawling with your pinky and a cop drove past. You need a lift? Nah.
Well, who hit ya? Don't know. You know?
Yeah.
And now this whole brainwashing, and this is what I think what we were discussing mainly was the brainwashing.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's really what we've been thinking lately, is that
from my mother's generation to my generation, because I don't like my generation. I spend a lot more time with people a bit older, maybe 40s, in their 50s, 60s, like that sort of thing. So I don't spend a lot of time with my generation. So when I do, I'm actually shocked to see what's going on.
Yeah,
it's just like, how they talk, their language. It's not even English. It's completely a different language. So to see how they act, and so they're just
they're very governmental.
Exactly.
Control,
if you've ever seen 1984 and you've got the daughter and she's like, "Thought criminal," and like she was just like this little, I can't say the N word.
The N-A-Z-Z with the high jump.
She was like just that. Like they had just trained them, and it's the education system. Anyway, sorry.
It's the education system. It's the TV.
The TV.
Okay, if you're watching TV, it's a television. So when they first took out this dumb hoax V, when they first started this rubbish, they said, oh, it can be transmitted through sneezing. And I saw someone say, it was a medical person, allegedly a medical person, and they said the second most important way you can get the V is through the eyes. And then they smirked, and I thought, oh, there's a code, or there's something that they've let out without wanting to. And then we realised if you watch television, you will get the V, because it's in the programming.
Yep.
Television programming.
Yeah.
And so that's where they get all the little gnats from. So this morning when I was watching someone, just a normal person, walking into a shop, and there was a guy without the mask in Sydney. And I mean, they've only had masks for, what, how long have they had?
2 days.
2 days or 3 days. People already just going absolutely ballistic. And so this person walked into it looks like a little pharmacy or something, and picked up the guy's trolley who didn't have a mask, and just tipped his trolley over and just went absolutely ballistic. It just looked like that guy who was attacking the person without the mask was in a trance.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And he looked like he was just... And so then I thought, we're right, we've been talking about this for a year.
Yeah.
That these people are just bots.
Yeah.
They're shills, they're bots.
And they're programmed.
So
by the TV.
Exactly. Doesn't matter what they are. Are they a robot? It doesn't matter. Are they a shill? It doesn't matter, which means an agent paid for. You know, they know what they're doing. They're aware, but that's a shill, right?
Yeah.
And so they're what we call agent shills, aren't they?
Yep.
And then you get bots, which means they could just be humanoids. They could be cloned, whatever. And so that's another one. And then the other one is the
HPV.
Yeah.
Yep.
Human prison bars, which they don't know what they're doing. They're just being.
They're the furniture.
They're the furniture.
But they can be programmed.
They can be programmed very, very easily and very well, and they act quite normally, but they don't have a soul.
Yeah.
They're not human. So either way, if they're A, B, or C, it doesn't matter. The point is, there's 1% of us and there's 99 of them, and in the hierarchy are also part of the 99.
Exactly.
So we're pretty well firked, but let's stick together and know that this is an emergency.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to absolutely deny them like they deny us. We need to. Have you ever noticed when you talk to these shills, you talk about anything Christian, you know, they just they hate it. They get angry. They start
like putting salt on
It's like putting salt on a leech. Salt on a leech. These guys they can't handle it. So, you know, you need to try and wake up people who are wakeable. But it says in the Bible, thou shalt not waste pearls on swine. And these shills, these agents, bots, HPBs, whatever they are, they can't be woken up because that's not them. You know, they don't have a soul to wake up.
That's right. And you feel sorry for them because we have got souls, and if you have a soul, you're an empathetic person.
Exactly.
And so we've just been, bumping into these people lately that we're like, sort of, oh, that's a really nice person. Wow, let's chill with them. Mm-hmm. And then we realise, hey, I don't think Mum, they weren't really empathetic. And I go, yeah, I know, isn't that weird, you know? And they said, that's something important.
Yeah, I said something like, oh, you know, I went to the doctor and they said this. They're just like a cup of tea.
Yeah, that's right. So they haven't got the empathy in them. They can't program empathy. Okay, there you go. There's the key. They can't program empathy. So what you could do is talk to one of these shield bots and say, oh, well, a sad thing happened the other day, and they just go, oh, okay, I guess I'll work it out. See, because they can't program empathy.
Wow, that's a new thing. We only just discovered that.
Because we talk about things and we sort of come up and go, oh, yeah, that's important. Oh, that's, you know.
Yep. So this is absolutely, don't really know what to say. We're just trying to say that shit's going to go down. Like, I'm not saying that world's going to end and all this. I'm just saying that it's getting worse and it's going to keep getting worse. And that is shit going down. That is shit hitting the fan. Is it getting another step closer to whatever?
they even though they're in plain sight, and even though they have to tell us what they're doing, even to people like us, not that we're better than anybody else, but we've just been awake for, you know, a lot longer than a lot of other people. But we're here for everybody, you know, message and talk to us or PM on Facebook or something.
I'm
really
starting up a Facebook for this, so you go to my Facebook at Aisha Locke and PM me. Absolutely. Yeah, I find it really difficult to get comments on my YouTube. It's a lot. It's quite hard for me to understand. I'm not very good with technology. I might be young, but I suck at technology.
But don't stop commenting.
But please, it's really nice. So we need to don't wear masks because that's not a law. They can't mandate that we wear a mask. They can't mandate. Well, what's your name? Where do you live? You know, you're not distancing from that person. I don't have to. You know, where does it say? And what were we? This guy was saying that because Australia, I don't know about the rest of the world, but most countries are based on a religion, and most religions are based on a idea of freedom. Any religion is, and so Australia we're a Christian nation, and I think America and England is for now. So because we're a Christian nation, we're based on the Bible, the King James version, and they say that because we are based on the Bible, legally we have rights to repeat the Bible, and the Bible is law in Australia. So they can say, you know, you can't do this, you can't live on the land, and you say to them, well, we have dominion over the land. It says it in the Bible, and the Bible is law. The Bible is law, and you are actually, because you swear an oath on the Bible when whoever goes into office, anyone.
And when you go to court,
When you go to court.
if you get called up for jury duty,
Yep.
you put your hand on the Bible. So
Exactly.
if the court is the highest law in the land, and they're using the Bible
Exactly.
to swear on,
Yep. Put an oath on the Bible that they'll be on it. That means that the Bible is the law. So just reference that. We have dominion over this land, and the police, they are bought and paid for by the hierarchy, but we pay for their salary out of our taxation.
so you can throw that at them.
Throw
you
that at
can't
them.
expect them to do anything because they're the highest programmed of all.
Exactly.
Is all those people in the high office jobs.
Yep.
To get that job, you had to know someone.
Exactly.
And we're going to do another one day on knowing someone, which to us
Yeah.
is pedo, endocrine,
Mhm.
all that stuff is knowing someone, because the only way you get to know someone and get a good job where you're
Is
getting
if you're
100 plus
in it.
is if you're in it and you've done it and you're doing it. So don't think they're going to swap over or they're going to take sides. They have already chosen their side.
They've chosen their
They
side.
are there.
Yep. To get that job, you have to pick a side, and it's not ours.
And it's
But
not us.
they,
Yeah, and it's against God.
exactly.
So-
It is against God.
It's against God.
The police are,
But yeah.
they are in with the,
Sorry.
so the you know, they're meant to take care of us. They are, they work for us. They don't work. They're not meant to work for the gov. They're meant to work for us. They are meant to work for the citizens. Anyways, so they're not.
And there's nothing we can do about it. So we just have to basically take care of each other, don't we?
Exactly.
That's all
We
can
have
do.
we have to enforce our own law. We can't expect, them to come and help us. We can't expect them to protect us. So if you have a problem, protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
Yeah.
Protect your daughters. Protect your wives. Protect your children. And I'm not saying that not being all men don't matter. They matter, but men, you need to protect your girls.
Yeah.
You need to stand up, because
Oh my gosh, yeah.
we women are terrified, and women are, we're not designed to go to war. I don't have a man, we don't have men in our lives because we don't. but
Because we travel, and a lot of men don't like traveling.
yeah, they're not very great nomad.
They're not really nomadic.
So protect your girls, protect your daughters.
And help women around you. Like if
Yeah.
you see a girl, half of the population are gentlemen, and the other half are obviously bots. Sometimes if we're at Bunnings or something and we're loading something heavy, a guy will come up and just go, "Can I help you?" You go, "Well, of course you can. Thank you very much." And then other times they'll just walk past and go, "Oh, you got it?" And you go, "Well, no thanks to you." Yeah. So raise your boys to be gentlemen to
Yeah.
any woman, and that'll make him look lovely, and it'll make the girl feel like a girl, not like we've got to be warriors. Because we're quite warrior minded, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we don't have a choice.
And the thing is that men are just have I know that the whole the third wave feminine movement has made it this way that men are like, oh shit, should I offer my services or is it going to offend
Am
them?
I going to get slapped down? Go, what do you think I am? Don't you think I'm capable? Just do it anyway. Just go, do you need a hand?
Just offer them, like
and it might make them.
It'll make them feel more feminine and more. That's a big deal.
So it's up to us again to create that situation. Don't assume. Assumption is a mother of all fuck ups. Exactly.
Okay, we're going to go now. Thank you very much for watching Sasha's Creed. Please like, share and subscribe. Mwah.